Hey guys, I'm Delta, and today I am going to make another SCR's top 10 stupidest suggestions that have been suggested by the community. But for this video, I'm only going to be including other stupid features like rolling stock, operators, and others. So, without further ado, let's get started. Number 10. Nightly Sleepers. Here is why I say this is stupid. Firstly, sleeper trains must have a journey times of 10 hours or more. But as we all know, the longest journey you can do in the game, which is Willowfield to Lynn by the Sea, only takes 45 minutes. So therefore, it is completely unfeasible for sleepers to come to the game. Not only this, but absolutely no one would play the game for 10 hours straight. So this is why sleepers are not coming to the game anytime soon. Another reason is that sleepers must have a very long distance from start to finish. But however, in Roblox, it is impossible. The game is not big enough to accommodate the sleepers. As Stepford Central to Lynn is just under 23 miles long, and that's not long enough for a sleeper service. Number 9. NPC passengers. Here is why I say this is stupid. Firstly, it would give too much time for the developers to make NPC passengers for the game, and also they would cause lag in the game, and lag is one of the major issues on the Roblox platform. I would have been shocked if these were added, but the good thing is that they're not going to be added anytime soon, so there's no need to worry about them. Number 8. The Class 373 and the Class 374 on Express. These are trains used on Eurostar on their services from St Pancras to Brussels and St Pancras to Paris routes. Here is why I say it is stupid. These trains are too fast. On the 373, they cruise at a max speed of 186 miles an hour or 300 kilometers an hour. And for the 374, they cruise at 320 kilometers an hour, which is 200 miles an hour. That's way too fast. Reducing a top speed to 125 miles an hour will be stupid. Second, it's way too long. For the 373, it's 18 carriages plus 2 locomotives long. On the 374, it is 16 carriages long. Shortening them will be impossible. Also, these trains also have other signalling systems besides AWS and TPWS. These trains also have KVB and TVM 430, which are signalling systems from France. And it's unlikely to be added on the game because SCR it is a British Rail simulator game. So these trains won't be coming to the game anytime soon. Number 7. The Class 471. Here is why I say it is stupid. These were trains that were supposed to be in service in the 1990s on services from London to Kent and Sussex. But however, building the units were officially cancelled. So this is one of the reasons why they won't be coming to the game anytime soon. Number 6. The Class 484 on Waterline. Here is why I say this is stupid. I know the Class 484 looks similar to the 230, but the 484 is third rail. Anyway, this train is too slow, at a max speed of only 45 miles an hour. As for the Class 230, it can still go on SCR, and Waterline would be the best operator for it. The max speed of the 230 is 60 miles an hour, and because it's 60 miles an hour, I highly suggest it's limited to just Benton to Greenslade, and yes, it will suit the Morganstown shuttle really well. Number 5. The Class 803 on Express. This is a Hitachi A-Train 300 used on the open access operator Lumo on their services from London to Edinburgh. Here is why the Class 803 won't be coming to Express. That's because the Class 803 lacks first class, and first class is a necessity for Express. It also looks quite similar to the Class 801, which is on Express right now. So the 803 is not needed on Express. However, some people could argue that the Class 755 with no first class in real life is on Airlink, which is true, and that's because the Class 745, which goes to Stansted Airport and has first class, it's too long for the game. So that's why they put the 755 on Airlink. Also, due to the lack of first class, some people are thinking if it could work on Connect instead. Not really, because the 803 is an express train and not a regional train. Another train that isn't coming to Express is the Class 805. That's because the Class 805 also looks very, very identical to the Class 801, but the headlights are different and it's spy mode. If you guys know Dave the Video Maker, he said that a better train for Express would be the Class 810, because it does look much more different than the Class 801, and it's 10 meters shorter, so the 810 will be good for Express. Number 4. The Class 390 Pendolino on Express. Unfortunately, I know it does suit Express because it has first class and goes to 125 miles an hour. But however, unfortunately, it's too long. It's 9 coaches long and 217.5 meters long, and for the 390/1 it's 11 carriages long and 265.8 meters long, so unfortunately it can't fit any platforms in the game. Some people may say, why not shorten it? No, they cannot shorten multiple unit trains. But however, the Class 390 Pendolino might come to the game if the developers extend the platforms, then maybe it will come. But for now, it is unlikely. Number 3. The Class 395 on Stepford Express. The Class 395 is a high-speed train used on Southeastern High Speed on services from St Pancras to Faversham, Margate, Ramsgate and much more destinations on High Speed 1. Now here is why I say this is stupid. The 395 has no first class, and first class is a necessity for express. It would be stupid to add first class to a train that doesn't have first class in real life. Second of all, it's way too fast and it's way too slow at the same time. It reaches 140 miles an hour on overhead wires, and it only reaches 100 miles an hour on third rail. Reducing the top speed to 125 miles an hour will be stupid. Just like I mentioned with the Class 373 and the 374 on Express. And just like those trains, besides AWS and TBWS, the 395 also has other signalling systems, which are KVB and TVM 430, and those are signalling systems from France, and SCR is a British rail simulator game, so the 395 won't come to the game anytime soon. However, some people may say that because of the lack of first class, some people are thinking if it could go on Stepford Connect instead. Not really, because of course it is a high-speed train and not a regional train, so it cannot go on Connect. But one prediction I have is that if high speeds had returned, then the 395 would have went on high speed. The 395 is also one of my favourite trains I've ever been on in real life, because I still remember back in 2021 when I went to Stratford, I went on the Class 395 and it just took me from St Pancras to Stratford, a long high-speed one, zipping me straight to Stratford at 140 miles an hour, and it only took me just 5 minutes, and that is quick. This is one of the big reasons why I prefer high-speed rail. Number 2. The Paceron Express. Now, I know Matty X 2013 made this as a joke, but however, some people actually took it seriously and wanting a Paceron Express. Here is why I say it is stupid. Firstly, these are commuter trains and not intercity trains, so they do not suit Express. Number 2, it's too slow for Express with a max speed of only 75 miles an hour. All Express trains go to 125, and because of this, the Pacers can hold up Express trains behind in a 125 miles an hour zone. And third off, they do not have first class, and first class is a necessity for Express. And I won't explain why the Class 755 with no first class in real life is on Airlink, because just like I said with the 803, I've already explained it there. So the Pacers will not be coming to Express anytime soon. Here comes the worst and the most stupidest suggestion to be suggested for SCR. It's the Class 139. The Class 139 is a rail car operated by West Midlands Railway from Stourbridge Junction to Stourbridge Town. While it does suit Waterline, but here is the problem. These trains are way too slow, with the max speeds of only 20 miles an hour and 32 kilometers an hour. It would be too slow for any operator, even Waterline. It can't even go on the Morganstown shuttle because this train is super slow. Imagine driving only 20 miles an hour in a 100 zone, for example. And imagine being stuck in lots of traffic. That would be really bad. So, for the Class 139 on Waterline, this is one of the worst suggestions to be suggested. To be honest, if I went from Stourbridge Town to Stourbridge Junction, I'm pretty sure the bus would be just as quick. So there we go. These are the top 10 stupidest suggestions by the SCR community in terms of rolling stock and others. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure to like, share and subscribe, and I will see you all later. Peace out.